Return of the Age of the Goddess. In ages past, much of nature was seen as feminine, and so the rivers, seas, forests, rain, dawn, dusk, and the moon were largely goddesses with whom people interacted. Thus, a goddess was present in our lives in meaningful ways, and we took refuge in her many forms. The idea of the goddess surged back into our collective awareness during second wave feminism in the United States and Europe during the 1960s and on through the 1980s. Women were turning to goddess worship as they became more and more disgusted with how they and their sisters, daughters, and mothers had been treated by their families, societies, and religious organizations. They looked to a goddess to liberate themselves from misogyny, chauvinism, abuse, and the shame and self-loathing that was ground into them by sexist institutions. The goddess gained further popularity in third wave feminism's demand in the 1990s through the early 2000s to remove all patriarchal scripting from social and religious contexts. Hence, feminism, which I view as the search for identity, and goddess worship have become closely connected over the last 6 decades. In an interview about her book, Feminist Spirituality, The Next Generation, religious scholar Chris Clausen notes that the papers submitted for inclusion by women academics primarily focus, unexpectedly for her, on goddess spirituality, witchcraft, and paganism, a clear testimony to the trend toward feminism and spirituality intersecting at goddess awareness. The term feminist spirituality speaks to our desire to go beyond repairing material problems and nurture our souls. Ideally, feminist spirituality should show us how to claim our true identity and our intrinsic joyful nature. Yoga traditions agree that the key determinant of authentic spirituality is that it facilitates knowing one's true self, thereby ending the tribulations of material existence, which are based on ignorance of that self. Our current understanding of ourselves is largely illusory in that it is built around a body that will die. Thus, a primary goal of yoga is to dismantle the false self and reconnect with the pure self concealed beneath it.